12 things rich people never spend their money on. We all like to think that rich people spend their money on anything they get their hands on simply because they have a lot of it. But contrary to popular belief, rich people are usually very careful about how they spend their cash. That's part of how they got rich. They know the rules of making money and play the long game. Today we're looking at 12 things rich people never spend their money on. This can serve as a guideline to help you learn how to spend your money. Before we get into the topic of the day, make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so that you can watch more videos like this from us. This is Wealthy Fact, where you come to watch, implement, and get wealthy. Number 1, they don't spend money on new trends. The rich do not spend their money on new trends. They believe in getting the most value from anything they purchase. You don't see them getting the latest car when the one they have is working just fine. They do not concern themselves with looking cool or fancy, as long as what they have is still serving its purpose. They strongly believe in, if it's not broken, don't spend money fixing it. Number 2, they do not spend money on brand names. If you think rich people only buy brand names, you're wrong. Rich people do not spend their money on brand names. In fact, they are more interested in quality rather than in the brand names. They do not care to look rich because they know that they are rich. Most wealthy people have private designers who create their outfits, which is why these high-end brands focus more on a certain younger demographic who only care about looking rich. You even find people who take out loans just to buy the latest pair of Louis Vuitton shoes or the latest iPhone. Number 3, impulse purchases. Have you ever bought something while shopping, gone home, and used it maybe once before you threw it out? A study showed that the average American spends about $5,000 per year on impulse purchases, while an average British spends £150,000 on impulse buying throughout their lifetime. That's a lot of money going to waste. Rich people never waste their money accumulating gadgets and unnecessary items that they do not use. This is because they understand that everything they buy has to have value and serve a purpose. In essence, they know what the essential things in their lives are, and that every other thing is just advertised to you for the company's benefit. A lot of people spend money on things they don't need, which eventually goes to waste because they can't differentiate between a need and a want. One thing rich people do to avoid impulse buying is that they plan everything they do, including their shopping. Number 4, the latest technology. The rich do not feel the need to get the latest technology because in this day and age, the latest tech isn't actually the latest, but partly refurbished. That's how most of these tech companies make their money. Think about this. Gadgets will always become outdated, and their value will depreciate quickly. But as long as the one you have is still serving its primal purpose, there really isn't any need to keep buying the latest tech every year. This is how the rich use their money wisely. We're not saying you should keep using that iPhone 3 in year 2020, but anything beyond 6 might still serve you plenty well. Number 5, gimmicks. A gimmick, according to the dictionary, is a trick or device intended to attract attention, publicity, or trade. Rich people do not waste their money on things that don't really work, and gimmicks are a perfect example. They understand that gimmicks like slimming teas that promise to get you in shape in less than a month have no actual value, and that it's a quick cash grab for the manufacturers. They know nothing good comes easy because they had to work to get where they are. These companies know this. That's why they focus on advertising their products to the middle class and the poor. It's all about a difference in mentality. Number 6, they never spend money on lottery tickets. Wealthy people believe in themselves. They believe they are responsible for their actions. They know there is no shortcut to attaining financial freedom. They do not place their fate on random luck. People who play the lottery are either, number 1, taking uncalculated risk, or number 2, gambling with their money. These are 2 things rich people are strongly against. Think about this. Every year, people lose more than $1,000 a year buying lottery tickets or bet in America only. Money that could have made them more money if put in the right investment. This mentality that one day I'll be lucky enough to hit the jackpot or wait for someone to give me money is the reason so many poor people are not only poor, but keep losing the little they've got. Number 7, they never rush to buy things on sale or cheap goods. This might sound contradictory to how rich people are because they always look for ways to get the best value for less by negotiating. But think about this. Apart from companies trying to draw in customers, most items for sale are things the rich didn't purchase. Most times they are of low quality. The rich do not purchase anything below the very best quality. Although there's nothing wrong with trying to save money, but if you understand the rules of money, then you'll know no one got rich by saving money. Here are 2 ways buying cheap goods or rushing to buy things on sale do not help you save money. Number 1, you think you are saving money by using the cheapest pair of jeans. A month into using it, it loses color or tears due to use of cheap material in making it. Now you have to go out and spend more money buying new jeans. On the opposite end, imagine adding that extra money you think you should have saved and purchase a high-quality jean that lasts you for years. Secondly, even if you get to save the money doesn't increase in quantity just because it was saved. Without making the money make more money for you, it's just another saved money that is losing value as days go by. Instead of buying things cheap, look for ways to make your money work for you, and then buy quality products that will last. Number 8, interest on credit cards. Most rich people carry few credit cards or none at all. They avoid getting many credit cards because the score on credit cards have higher interest rates than normal, with high penalty rates. Credit cards are a bad investment. Saving on credit cards and investing the money in the stock market or any other reasonable investment is one way to get the most out of your money. If they do have credit cards, they always make sure they pay on time to avoid paying interest. Number 9, video games and TV channels. Video games are very time-consuming and rich people don't have time. They didn't get that much wealth by playing video games or watching TV all day. That's the reason they do not waste their money paying for too many subscription services or the latest video game. Research carried out by Nielsen in 2015 showed that households that have annual income at $25,000 and below spend more time watching TV and playing video games. This includes in-app purchases. Thomas Corley, who wrote The Success Habits of Wealthy Individuals, discovered a whopping 65% of wealthy people say they never watch TV. Number 10, material things over experiences. Studies show that the key to happiness is spending your money on experiences rather than possessions. Having all the money in the world can never bring fulfillment in life. Rich people know this because they've lived their lives with so much money. After having so much money for so long, they start to realize money is just a means of exchange. They choose unique and fulfilling experiences over material possessions like a new phone or new tech. Number 11, pay for late fees. Most rich people hate to be in debt and never allow their payments to pile up for too long. They always set up auto pay to help pay credit cards, mortgages, insurances, etc. They know late fees, together with interest, can stack up to a fortune. When taking loans, they only take on reasonable loans that will fetch them more money and not to buy unnecessary goods. Number 12, buying overpriced goods. Rich people do not waste their money on obviously overpriced properties or things that are not worth the amount it costs. Especially when it comes to real estate, they will always try their best to cut unnecessary costs and get the best value for their money. They do not want to feel like they're getting ripped off. This way they can get the best value for a very reasonable price. It is easy for them to do this because they are money smart and know how to negotiate. If they kept throwing money at everything without trying to cut costs, it will definitely reduce their overall net worth.